I've been having dreams about falling in love. It feels so real, but nobody is here when I wake up. Do you know my name?
Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
The devil's in the detail. I'm a natural born killer.
Here's Tua stepping back, loads up, looks long, throws, end zone, touchdown! Alabama! Devontae Smith! Touchdown, Alabama!
A natural born. Take this hopeless broke soul off this remote control.
Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something. He's got something.
50,
He's got it.
40,
He's got it.
20, 10.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle.
This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour with your host, Drake Collins.
Welcome in. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. I am Drake in the studio this afternoon with Clayton the Claw, the L Train, and Skinny Drake. We might be pulling in a person or two from Knoxville, Tennessee, up in
if they can be located.
Big Orange Country, the Vol Navy and all that. Boy, they were the game day crew really had a good time in Knoxville this past weekend. I watched some of that, and they were having a big time, and down there doing some spots at the Vol Navy on the river, and I mean, you know, it was a big time in Knoxville this weekend, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
I just, you know,
if
it was a big time until it wasn't. I mean, I'm just saying that's just unfortunate.
I still think they got a lot to come away with, but nobody likes moral victories.
I mean, hell, they got Joey Football into the Heisman top. You're not buying.
It's awful early.
You're not buying that. You're selling that. You're selling that idea.
Yeah, these are the same. These are the same people that were promoting Arch Manning.
Yeah.
Come on.
Murray County Public Schools Home Cook Coaches Show by Puckett's Restaurant, and in conjunction with Columbia Power Water Systems Internet, powered by the Columbia Power Water Systems Internet, is tonight at 6 o'clock. Now, this is our second show ever. We certainly would love to have you guys join us at Puckett's Restaurant, downtown Columbia, Tennessee. We start at 6 o'clock. The show will start at 6 and run through 8:30. Come on down. We're going to have local area coaches from Battle Creek, Mount Pleasant, Spring Hill, Columbia Central, along with probably an assistant coach or two and a player or two. And Landon L Train, Landon and I will be interviewing the coaches, talking about last week's games and upcoming games, and it's a lot of fun. And that's the whole idea. We're down there to have a good time and get the community to know these programs a little bit better. And one way to do it is to have a coaches show, and that's what we've got. So please join us, Puckett's Restaurant. We start at 6 o'clock tonight, and we also will be giving out, have a little trivia going on. We'll be giving out some Puckett swag, merch, whatever you want to call it. And we also will be giving out some Puckett gift cards to the offensive and defensive player of the week.
Yes, sir, we are.
L Train, have you got an update? Because you can vote on this, folks. You can go right now to Facebook. And how do they get to that page?
So the polls for Player of the Week are on the Front Porch Sports Network Facebook page. I'm going to read off the nominees from these area schools and the current standings of the poll. The polls will be open until 8 o'clock tonight. So during the show, you'll be able to vote all the way up until about the last 30 minutes. But Here are the candidates. You got Daniel Booker, the quarterback of Columbia Central. Peyton Niehaus, the Mr. Do-It-All, offensive special teams. On Mount Pleasant, Lionel Brooks, quarterback, running back, wide receiver out of Spring Hill. And Colton Barba, Battle Creek's quarterback. Those are the offensive candidates. Daniel Booker is currently leading that poll. It has over 1,300 total votes right now. So get out there and vote against or for Daniel Booker. If you want to stop him from winning, you got to put some votes in, guys.
Right. Tell your friends, log on to Facebook, pull that page up, and vote for whoever you feel is the
best candidate.
Yeah,
the
best
and
candidate.
The defensive players,
to win.
The defensive
Absolutely.
players are hefty as well. We've got Stanley Williams Jr. from Battle Creek, Carson Huffstetler from Spring Hill, Carter Dunn is currently leading the defensive poll from Mount Pleasant, and Dallas King from Columbia. So there's a lot of good players on both polls. You need to get out there and vote for who you want to win.
And tonight we will have all the Maury County Public School, high school, varsity teams represented by their coaches, assistant coaches, and or players. And we'd love to have you guys in the audience tonight. It's fun. We do it live from Puckett's beginning at 6 o'clock tonight, run it through 8:30.
I tell you what else you're going to notice that Puckett's is about to start doing. Last week, Mount Pleasant brought a helmet and a jersey. I got a couple of helmets and a jersey for Columbia Central, and I know some of the other teams are going to be bringing their stuff as well. And you're going to see it hung up in the restaurant, not just when we're up there, but
it's going to stay up there.
Exactly, because they got a lot of cool things that hang up, that are around the restaurant.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to hang
does. Yeah.
some local high school, middle school swag up in that business.
Makes
Pretty neat.
total sense.
Yeah. Home Cooked Coaches Show by Puckett's Restaurant, powered by Columbia Power and Water Systems Internet, and it's all hosted by Maury County Public Schools. And we look forward to seeing you guys tonight, 6 o'clock at Puckett's.
And also, for all of you social media users out there, we have got 2 new Instagram pages out. We have the Front Porch Sports Network's Instagram, as well as WKOM's new Instagram that just launched today.
Okay.
If you want to stay up to date with any updates we've got for these shows.
Okay.
These youngsters are hooking us up,
Yeah,
man. I don't know anything about Instagram.
All that just goes right over my head. I don't have any idea. I mean,
Hey, we may end up with a
that's not
TikTok.
surprising.
A TikTok before long.
Now, I know nothing about TikTok. I
Yeah.
land into you.
Are we going to have to come up
No.
with like a dance or something here in the studio?
I hope not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, do we? Okay. Cal Raleigh, the catcher for the Seattle Mariners, in a 12-5 victory yesterday at Kansas City last night. First of all, he hit 50 home runs. He's already hit 50 home runs this year, which is the most by a primary catcher in Major League history. He's the first player in Major League Baseball history to hit 20 or more home runs on each side of the plate. Clayton, you're a baseball player. You guys, I mean, I wasn't much of a baseball player, but hitting, being just as strong from the left or right side of the plate is, I mean, that's pretty special stuff, isn't it? I mean,
Those guys have such great hand-eye coordination. It's incredible. And, yeah, I mean, there's been some great players that have been switch hitters, but they're very rare. You don't see them.
well, Cal Raleigh is the first player, like I said, in Major League Baseball history to hit 20 or more, at least 20 from each side of the plate. Last night versus Kansas City, in Kansas City, he hit his 55th home run in the third inning to break Mickey Mantle's home run record for a switch hitter that has stood since 1961.
Think about that. 1960, and it was Mickey Mantle.
Yeah. In the fourth inning, he went yard again for his 56th home run, tying a franchise record set by
Mickey Mantle?
No, he plays for the Seattle Mariners.
Oh,
Mickey
sorry.
Mantle, the Mariners weren't even around back then.
I don't know. I'm. Look who just joined us.
Who's that, Big Lou?
Big Lou.
Big Lou.
Big Lou, you there?
Louis V.
There he is.
He is found.
We're talking about Cal Raleigh breaking tying a franchise record with his 56th home run last night against the Kansas City Royals, who in the Mariners who set the record? Who had the most home runs for a Mariner up until Cal Raleigh, which he's going to break it with 11 or 12 games to go.
Ken Griffey Jr.
I heard Mantle, right?
Yeah.
Was he?
Well, he brought Mantle, of course, played for the Yankees, right? And
Yeah,
but Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, it's Ken.
I'm gonna
Griffey
let the
Jr.
cat out of the bag. It's Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Who was prolific home run hitter. I mean,
One of the most beautiful swings.
And back in the day think about this now. Back in the day when when Ken Griffey Jr. is hitting 56, everybody's just like about to lose their mind because it was
close to the record.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And now Cal Raleigh with 11 or 12, I'm not sure how many games they have left as the Mariners, but somewhere around 11 or 12 games left in the regular season. Then you have the postseason. I assume postseason counts within the season. I don't know how.
No, it does not.
Oh, it does not. It's all during regular
Correct.
season.
Right.
Correct.
Well, I'll say with 11 or 12 games, it's a pretty good bet that he's going to break Ken Griffey Jr.'s and hit his 57th and beyond. But and he also is the first Major League Baseball player with multiple home runs in a season against 10 different teams.
Wow. Jinx.
Dang.
Jinx.
Wow.
So that's what's going on with Cal Raleigh and Seattle, and the reason I'm talking about baseball right now is because we're getting ready to move in the playoffs in a couple of weeks. And I'm just going to tell you guys, if we just pay close attention, this year's playoffs are really going to be fun. I mean, you've got the Yankees, a wild card. You've got Boston in there. You've got, the Dodgers are going to be in there. San Diego Padres, they hate each other. I mean, there's going to be a lot of really great stories tied to Major League Baseball and postseason. Now, last night, speaking of Los Angeles Dodgers, and the most expensive payroll in Major League Baseball.
Of course.
Shohei Ohtani pitched 5 no-hit innings. Not only has he just crushed the ball at the plate on a consistent basis, but he pitched 5 hitless innings last night against the Phillies, but that wasn't good enough to beat the Phillies, as the Phillies' Rafael Marchand hit a tie-breaking 3-run homer in the 9th for a 9-6 win in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. The Phillies clinched the National League East title on Monday with a 6-5 win over the Dodgers. 12 of the Dodgers' last 19 losses have been charged to the relievers.
That's not good.
12
That's not good.
of the last 19 have been given to the relievers. And they are 6-14 in their last 20 games decided by 1 run. 6-14.
Yeah, that's not
good.
not a
The
good sign.
highest payroll in Major League Baseball.
And they can't pull it out when it comes.
And their bullpen sucks.
It's not very good. That does not do well for the playoffs. I can assure you that. They're going to be done awful quickly if that's the case.
I mean, when you're Shohei Ohtani, you go out there, you're crushing the ball, you're scoring runs, and then you go out there and they put him on the bump, and he goes out there and he pitches 5 hitless innings. Then you turn it over to your mid relievers or whatever, bullpen, whatever you want to call them. And they give up 9 runs in 4 innings. And Shohei Ohtani keeps them hitless for 5 innings.
All right, so listen, folks.
I mean, I bet he's cussing them in Japanese up and down. They don't know what the hell he's saying. You know what I mean? He's just and they go, what'd you say, man? I don't know what you.
Now, look, we got some breaking news here.
Okay.
We've had our first, really hardcore interaction with the show live. So someone's watching online right now, and it's our friend Ken Cordell. And Ken Cordell has
We love Ken Cordell. I miss Ken Cordell.
He wants you to know, Drake, that he wanted to remind you that you took an entire week off after the Alabama loss And
that wasn't of my choosing, Ken. Clayton and the fam went down to Disney World, so we just didn't have the show for a week.
he said he wants you to man up, Drake.
Okay, I'm trying to man up. Alabama just looked terrible against Florida
And
State.
we admit it, yeah.
They look like Alabama looked like two different teams. If you watch the Florida State game all
Right.
the way through, and then you go down and watch somebody play against somebody like Wisconsin, who was and I'll be honest, Wisconsin is what I would call uncompetitive.
They're not very good.
They're not very
not
good.
anymore,
And Luke
definitely.
Fickell could be his seat could be getting warmer and warmer. He left Cincinnati and goes to Wisconsin. This is his third year, I think, at Wisconsin. And everybody thinks, well, it's going to be a great fit. Luke Fickell, he likes to run the ball. He's a hard-nosed coach, blah, blah, blah. And he just really hasn't done much at Wisconsin. So as a part of the New York Mets Hispanic Heritage Night last night, the Mets had Katia Lindor, a classically trained violinist and the wife of Mets player Francisco Lindor, play the national anthem on her violin. Right? Skinny Drake, because she's a classical violinist, so it
That's
only
really
makes
neat.
sense.
That's really cool.
She's
That
not
is
playing
really cool.
She's not playing like the juice harp out of her mouth or anything like that. But she's playing. She played the national anthem on her violin last night. She had their kids with them. They were standing at home plate. Francisco Lindor was holding their little boy in their arms, and it was really a pretty beautiful, touching moment.
That's awesome.
Francisco is also the New York Mets 2025 nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award, which recognizes the player who, quote, best represents the game of baseball through extraordinary character, community involvement, philanthropy, and positive contributions both on and off the field. Lindor also wore Roberto Clemente's number 21 jersey last night.
Yep.
In honor of Clemente, who is also a fellow Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So pretty cool moment for the New York Mets
Very
and
cool
Major League Baseball. And oh, by the way, in Roberto Clemente fashion, the Mets did win 8-3, and Lindor hit a solo home run in the second inning. So it was a big
Shout
night.
out Lindor.
Yeah,
Shout out
big,
Lindor.
big night for the Lindor family.
Yes.
Right? Major League Baseball has approximately 11 games left in the season. Right now, this is how the postseason would shake out as of today if they started the playoffs today, tomorrow, whatever, very, very soon. American League, Toronto would win the East. Detroit would win the Central. Seattle would win the West. Wild card berths would be the Yankees, Boston, and Houston. I mean, think about the wild card.
Yeah, that's a nice
Yankees,
wild card
Boston,
slate.
Houston, and then you've got Toronto, Detroit, and Seattle. I mean, that's 6 terrific teams.
Yeah.
Cleveland is just 2.5 games back. Texas is 3.5 games back. But, you're talking about 10, 11, 12 games to go. National League, Milwaukee's already clinched the Central. Philadelphia's clinched the National League East. Los Angeles Dodgers in the West. Then you had the Cubs, San Diego, and the Mets in the wild card. So if you put all 12 of those teams together, with Arizona a game and a half back, Cincinnati's 3 games back, and San Francisco's 3 games back of the wild card, the last wild card spot. So if you just take all those 12 initial teams I talked about and put them in a baseball tournament, you're going to have a pretty special
A very good turnout.
playoff. So, hey, Big Lou, have you heard these rumors about Nico coming back to the state, coming back to Tennessee?
No, I have not.
You have not heard the rumor? How much time we got left? I don't want to get in this.
Let's go ahead and take the break now.
All right, let's go. We're going to take a break. I've got a rumor on the street is that Nico could possibly be coming back to Tennessee. Oof. I know that sounds crazy, but crazier things have happened. Mm-hmm. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. We'll be right back.
This is Coach Tredaris Goff from Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Let's talk custom design jewelry. Did you know Tillis Jewelry in downtown Columbia creates custom design jewelry and has been for over 30 years? From one-of-a-kind engagement rings to wedding bands and so much more. We want each piece to be as unique as you are and create a family heirloom for tomorrow. Call today and make an appointment with one of our designers. And just for calling, you will receive a free 30-minute consultation. Tillis Jewelry, creating custom jewelry proudly in Tennessee.
Hi, Jimmy here for Columbia Ace Hardware. Columbia Ace Hardware now carries Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines paint. Now their premium quality and huge selection of colors will be right in your neighborhood. Along with the award-winning service and advice Columbia Ace has always provided for your paint projects. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Columbia Ace, the helpful place.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Do you have trees that need trimming or removed? Do you have stumps that you want grounded? A1 Tree Trimming and Removal is a family-owned and operated business local to Columbia and Lewisburg. They also service surrounding Middle Tennessee. We are licensed and insured and provide free estimates. No job is too big, no tree is too small. Give old Luke a call or text Luke at 931-359-3113. Or you can check them out on Facebook and tell A1 Tree Removal that you heard this ad on the radio. If you love America, then you will love A1 Tree Removal.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also an ice maker that didn't read the job description owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local independent American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2090.
Hey, this is Seth Moss at Tennessee Valley Equipment, a premier FAE PrimeTech, Bandit, and Surex dealer. We are your dealer for all of your land clearing and forestry mulching needs. We sell equipment, provide repair service, and parts along with a rental fleet of mulching equipment. We also offer mulching teeth, blades, and sharpening. Our number one priority is getting you up and running as quickly and affordable as possible. Tennessee Valley is located at 300 Santa Fe Pike in wonderful Columbia, Tennessee. Stop by or give us a call today at 931-981-9812.
This is Debbie Matthews with the Nashville Realty Group, and if you've been paying attention, you know the housing market has been tough, but rates are beginning to thaw. So if you're thinking about selling, the time to jump in is getting better every day. But if you're thinking about buying, and those interest rates are still a little bit too high, a good agent knows how to negotiate interest rate buydowns, and I'm a good agent. So call me, Debbie Matthews with Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Trip Stoltz with Columbia Ace Hardware. I love listening to 101.7 WKOM FM, Columbia, Tennessee.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten, that sharp pain you didn't expect, and suddenly you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
Hey, this is Drake and my dog Carl from the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Summer heat in southern Middle Tennessee is no joke, and your animals feel it too. With record-setting temperatures and high humidity, it's critical to keep your pets and livestock cool, shaded, and hydrated. Make sure they have constant access to clean water, shelter from the sun, and never leave them in a parked car, not even for a minute. Take care of your animals like family, because they're counting on you.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
It's Mixer on the beat.
And welcome back in. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. I am Drake in the studio with Skinny Drake, the Claw because he knows all and sees all, and the L Train. And please, tonight, and Big Lou from Knoxville. I'm sorry, Big Lou. I was going to leave you out. We've been missing you this week, so we're glad to have you back in. And can you let me give this plug for the Murray County Public Schools Home Cooked by Puckett's Restaurant Coaches Show, powered by the Columbia Power Water Systems Internet. You can pay for you big game. See, I'm not cool enough to do the $70 one. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it. It's all for high-tech gaming and stuff like that. But my wife and I have had the $50 internet, and it works just flawlessly. So couldn't be happier with it. Internet powered by Columbia Power Water Systems. Big Lou, what's going on up on the hill, man? You getting ready for Trent Dilfer and UAB, the UAB Blazers rolling into town this weekend?
Yep, just getting ready to have a showdown with the Blazers, man, trying to get back on track.
Now, you sent us you text us a couple of pictures from way atop in the press box there in Neyland Stadium. I saw Mike Keith down to the right. Where were you for the ball game this past weekend? Exactly.
I was in the Vol Network booth, and will be for all the home games this year, keeping up with scores for our network host Larry Stone.
And Larry's kind of been with Mike Keith everywhere, hadn't he? They were partners together on the Titans.
Early in the Titans days, they were partners together for Titans Radio, and now they've reteamed up. And
I'm not trying to paint you into a corner or anything as far as your opinion on how the transition has gone from Bob Kessling to Mike Keith, but let's say this far in a quarter of the way into this first Mike Keith's inaugural season, how is it going? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I mean, I think it's going even better than a lot of people thought it would. I think he's being received really well. The one thing that I've noticed, I think the major thing that I've noticed is that the Vol Network and the university are a lot more intertwined this year than they were in previous years. I mean, just down to things like even like social media. You see a lot of collaboration with Mike Keith and stuff that's put out by the university or the Vol football social media pages. If you see a touchdown from Tennessee, it's going to be Mike Keith's call of that touchdown, whereas in years past, most of the time you're hearing the TV broadcaster's call of those plays. So he's being received really well. All the shows that are affiliated with Vol Network are being received pretty well. So
that was going to be my next question. That was going to be my next question, Lewis. How's he doing with Vol calls, and how are the fans taking that?
No, I haven't heard much about Vol calls. See, a big part of what I've been doing is keeping up with our text line. So we've kind of gone away from phone calls, but we still get interaction with the fans through text messages.
That's dangerous.
Which is
some you can read on air, and some you cannot. You know what I mean?
You could have people unloading on you, Lou.
I mean, you know these keyboard warriors are.
Yeah.
That's part of the job too, is screening those messages. So all of those messages make it to broadcast.
Talk about the atmosphere inside the stadium on Saturday.
It was, it was up there with the best of what I've seen in my lifetime when being up in Neyland Stadium. It's definitely a different feel when you're inside of a box and you're not actually out in the crowd. But it's honestly even cooler. I mean, it's still just as loud in there. The windows are open. And the atmosphere on Saturday was top notch. Well, it was fantastic.
I'm of the opinion that if you didn't have a freshman, Mr. Redmond, back there, if you had any other defensive back, there's a sophomore, a junior, if you just didn't have a freshman that was going to be picked on by Georgia, I think Tennessee wins that ball game, and it doesn't go to overtime. It doesn't have to come down to a last kick. I just felt as though without McCoy and Gibson, it just, Georgia attacked that weakness and kept exploiting it and exploited. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, I absolutely did, and all of us up there on the broadcast felt the same way too. Ty Redmond is going to be really good. I think he was a 4-star. He's got everything that he needs, but I mean, the dude's 18 years old. He just wasn't ready for that. He played really well against Syracuse. He played well against ETSU. But I think it was just kind of too much for him in that moment. And I agree. I think that it didn't even have to be Jermod. I think if you had Ricky Gibson back there, just one of those corners alongside Colton Hood, you eliminate a lot of those big plays. And I think the main thing is that, we were so worried on the secondary that, it just allowed Georgia to completely open up the ball game and run all over us in the second half.
And that changed your whole defensive scheme, their schematics in the second half. And, it was obvious that if you just sat there and you knew anything about college football, that Tennessee was trying to help out Redmond and their defensive backfield so much that they couldn't do anything about stopping the run. And thus Georgia marches straight down the field after halftime and just, runs all over them. Really, I mean.
Yeah, you're right. And at the same time, coming from I think that the team overall played well enough. I think that turnover that Georgia had on the 30-yard line, it shouldn't have had to come down to a final kick. Or at least a kick of that magnitude. I think it was 43 or 44 yards that he missed there at the end of the completion. I mean, ball on the 30 with time there. I mean, the expectation is that you're going to go down there and score and salt the game away right there. It shouldn't have to come down to a last-second field goal.
Absolutely. You're right.
That's just what happens.
Right.
Yeah, I was interested to see, last year the Tennessee Titans scored 311 total points all year. And I was thinking about how many points has Tennessee scored so far through 3 games? They scored 158. So Mike Keith is just not used to seeing this much scoring, is he, Lou?
No, he's not. And, there's members of the Titans radio team that are a really big part of the Vol network now, and that point specifically that point has been brought up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean he gets to
He went
gets
from one
scream
extreme to the
touchdown
other.
Tennessee or whatever what's his tag on the touchdown? Touchdown Big Orange or does he change it up?
Started out as touchdown Tennessee, and I think that he kind of felt that was a little
tight,
not him.
Okay,
and he's gone to touchdown Big Orange. Touchdown Big Orange.
I like it.
Yeah, I like touchdown Big Orange.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that one too.
So before we took that last break, there is a rumor Nico Iamaleava and the UCLA Bruins experiment is not going according to plan. As the Bruins sit at 0-3 heading into Big Ten Conference play, that UCLA program's trajectory seems to be trending straight downward as they fired head coach Deshaun Watson after this past weekend's loss, and a mass exodus from that team could follow, and let me tell you why. In the article I was reading, the timing of this firing is a surprise, as the Bruins have only played 3 games this season.
Which is huge.
If the UCLA had played 4 games, most of their players wouldn't be able to redshirt.
Right.
Okay? But given that they've only played 3 games, we could see a mass exodus, making a terrible product even worse. Nico has already been rumored to be considering the transfer portal, which might be the best case scenario if he wants to correct past missteps. Okay? Hang with me. Just a few months ago, he made what many considered the worst decision of his young career, and that is leaving the Vols to go back out west. Now he may have a chance to rewrite the script. Transferring again would allow Nico to correct what he got wrong last time. For starters, he could get a deal done in the wintertime and not the spring, right? Do you understand? If Nico had taken care of his business last December rather than dragging out his situation at Tennessee into April, he would have had better options than UCLA. Do you agree? I agree with that. If he does transfer, a surprising potential destination has already surfaced. One that would bring him back to the Volunteer State.
No way.
And pit him against his former team.
Little bruh.
Pavia.
The wild card option here is Vanderbilt University.
Oh, wow.
Do it. Where Diego Pavia has quickly become a fan favorite. Pavia will not be in Nashville forever, and when he moves on, the Commodores could pivot to Nico as his heir. If the goal is to show NFL evaluators that he can endure adversity and lead an SEC team, Vanderbilt is an underrated landing spot. The path would be difficult, but for Iamaleava, so far every step of the journey has been difficult. Return to Tennessee. A return to Tennessee, even if just to the same state, would be a wild twist in this college football carousel. But in the current era of transfer portal and NIL deals, nothing is off the table. Vanderbilt has undergone a full identity transformation under head coach Clark Lee, and Nico might want to be a part of that rebuild. What do you think of that, Big Lou? Do you think that's crazy talk?
I do, but I like to entertain the idea of it because
I'm just saying, and you heard it first right here on the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Now, I pulled it out the internet, but you heard it first right here that Nico is rumored to be coming back to Tennessee.
With little bro.
I think that it would I don't think that it's going to happen. I don't think that it will happen. And I don't think it would faze me that much, but just knowing how the Vol fan base is, and I just keep learning about it more and more and in more detail.
Well,
It would be so funny because that would absolutely cement on as the main face of Mount Rushmore and as one of the most hated people in the University of Tennessee's history.
Hey, they'd have to play that game. If he came back and played that game against the Vols as Vanderbilt's quarterback, they'd have to go back to Bristol to get all the people who want to buy tickets over 160,000 to watch that football game. Now, and if Nico does end up at Vanderbilt, you can bet the Tennessee Vols will have that game circled with highlighters, bright orange highlighters, and over and over and over again, looking for revenge over how everything unfolded with him leaving Tennessee. So, very interesting and an interesting article. And like I said, things aren't going to get any better at UCLA. That's just the way it is. Are we up against a break?
Have we heard?
What's that, Big?
Have we heard of anybody that has left UCLA yet?
Not yet.
They got 2 days.
Yeah.
But remember,
the clock is ticking.
They haven't played their fourth game, which would not allow them to redshirt. But they are allowed to redshirt now.
Yeah.
So get the hell out of Dodge while the getting's good.
Yeah, don't waste a year of eligibility on 0-4.
Yeah. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. We'll be right back.
This is Coach Tredaris Goff from Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
For 40 years, the Jewelers Bench has worked hard for their customers and provided the highest quality jewelry at the best price. They keep going back. Recent renovations have allowed them to expand their inventory. More high-quality jewelry, custom vintage and estate pieces, and professional jewelry and watch repairs. They also buy gold. The Jewelers Bench, still here, still great service. 808 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia.
Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
In today's uncertain world, you can never be too careful about your family's financial future. That's why the Parker Group, a part of Baird's Private Wealth Management, is offering a free second opinion on your financial plans. Let us review your current plan, and we will identify any gaps and offer suggestions to improve it. Please call the Parker Group at 931-548-3737. That's 931-548-3737. Robert W. Baird & Company Incorporated does not offer tax or legal advice.
This is Mark Curry at the Trailer Store. We are a local, family-owned business. Every day, I work with my wife, Susie, my mother, Becky, and my son, Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
The generations that have paved the way for us deserve respect, integrity, and compassion. This is Kelly Dobson, owner of Caring Hearts Home Healthcare. My grandmother and mother started this business in 2005, and I was honored to take over in 2012. Licensed and insured, we help our aging community stay in the comfort of their own homes. Online at CaringHeartsHomeHealthcareLLC.com, by phone 931-381-5470, or in person at 1121 Trotwood Avenue here in Columbia. That's Caring Hearts Home Healthcare.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is Coach Devin Simler from Columbia Central Baseball. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
We are back. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Thank you for joining us. I am in the WKOM 101.7 FM studios this afternoon with Skinny Drake, The Claw, and the L Train, and we're piping in Big Lou out of Knoxville, and just checking on Lou's mental health. Everything's good. I mean, I know it was frustrating loss and a lot of disappointment there in Neyland Stadium. Did you notice any of the antics of Kirby Smart leaving the field? Big Lou?
Kind of, no, not really. Explain.
Well, there were some pictures of him sticking his tongue out. And now, whether that was out of context, I don't know. I don't know why a head coach would be at a visiting school after a win like that and have his tongue out, unless he was sticking it out at ball fans as he was leaving the field. So I didn't know. I heard he was up to a few gestures on the way off the field, and just wondered if you guys picked up on that at the time.
I mean, I saw some pictures, like you said, of him sticking his tongue out. I didn't see it at the time, but honestly, really everything that I saw from Kirby after the game, or heard from Kirby after the game, was really more sportsmanlike than I thought it would be.
Terrific. That's good news. Yeah,
I was happy about that. I mean, it was a great game. I mean,
absolutely.
It just didn't go the way we wanted it to, and that's all right. Everything's still out in front of us.
That's right. Still early in the season. Kirk Herbstreit's top 5 are out. Number 1, Herbstreit has LSU with wins over Clemson, La Tech, and Florida. Number 2, Herbstreit has Penn State ahead of number 3, Ohio State. Ohio State has beat Texas, Grambling State, and Ohio. Miami is 4th on Herbstreit's top 5, beating Notre Dame, Bethune-Cookman, and South Florida. And number 5 is Georgia. Georgia has beat Marshall, Austin Peay State University, and the Tennessee Volunteers. So that's Kirk Herbstreit's top 5. Now, let's talk about, Virginia Tech's fired their coach. UCLA's fired their coach. Head coaches just 3 games into the season, these guys are let go. Who will be next to collect their big buyouts from universities. Here's a list of some guys. Mike Gundy could be on the hot seat at Oklahoma State. The mullet wearing coach lost 69-3 to Oregon this past weekend.
Yikes.
The mullet man could be out for 2026. Billy Napier. Would it surprise you if Florida pulls the plug before November 1st against Georgia? It wouldn't surprise me much. The Gators head down south to play Miami Hurricanes on Saturday. And if things go poorly for Florida, Napier could be gone by Sunday, depending on how bad they look this weekend at Miami.
How many of these colleges are not going to make the same mistake that UCLA just made and let their guys go early? You know what I mean?
That's right.
So,
well, in complicating matters for Billy Napier in Florida is the play caller. Napier is the play caller, offensive coordinator for Florida. So, if you could make things much worse in the short term by firing your head coach and your offensive coordinator at the same time. You know what I mean? As they are one. They're 1-2. What's that?
I heard that money has been started to get pulled together by their boosters for a buyout.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. They're 1-2 now with Miami, Texas, Texas A&M, Georgia, and Ole Miss. Excuse me, on the horizon. And it's hard to look past the week number 2 loss to South Florida for Florida. And you know what I mean? It's just
time will tell if that was a bad loss or a okay loss.
Another coach possibly on the hot seat, Sam Pittman at Arkansas.
Yes.
He's 7-18 in one-score games. He lost 41-35 to Ole Miss last weekend. And he's 14-29 against SEC teams. 14-29.
They're better than that.
And by the way, the OC is Bobby Petrino.
Yeah.
So Arkansas has options if they decide to let Pittman go. In comes Bobby Petrino, interim head coach.
Gets a new motorcycle, and the rest is history.
Trent Dilfer, who plays at Tennessee this weekend. They are 39-point underdogs, by the way. They're at an ugly 2-1 record so far this year. This is his third year, and he's going to have to go at least 500 to save his job, 6-6, to remain in Birmingham.
When the head sports writer in Birmingham says you're the worst college coach they've ever seen, that's not good.
Luke Fickell, Wisconsin, we talked about earlier. His buyout is $27 million at Wisconsin. He's 14-14 while he's been at Wisconsin after he left Cincinnati in 2022. Excuse me, 38-14 in an uncompetitive loss at Bama last Saturday. The people that make those type of decisions at Wisconsin are probably on high alert to what to do. Excuse me. Dave Doran at North Carolina State is another coach that could be looking at moving on. 13 years without reaching the ACC title game or finishing better than 20th in the AP poll. Doran's NC State Wolfpack went 6-7 last year. They are 3-0 this year with a chance to go 6-0, but the last half of the schedule is much tougher than the first half. And NC State just paid a huge buyout to former basketball head coach Kevin Keatts. So some other coaches just to look out: Brett Brennan at Arizona, Dave Aranda at Baylor, Mike Loxley at Maryland. So that's what's going on there, and keep an eye on those coaches. A reminder tonight, the Maury County Public School Home Cooked by Puckett's Coaches Show, powered by the Columbia Power and Water Systems Internet, is at 6 o'clock at Puckett's tonight. Please come down and join us. We're going to have coaches from Maury County Public Schools in attendance. The 8-ball predictions for Major League Baseball night. All these players will get 2 or more total bases. Aaron Judge, Jake Mangum of the Rays, Vinny Pasquantino, his dad teaches school at Spring Hill High School, Bryce Terang, Ramon Laureano, Josh Naylor, Juan Soto. Bet the A's on the money line and bet the Los Angeles Angels plus 1.5. And this is all according to the Magic 8 Ball here at the station. Thank you so much for joining us. Big Lou, thank you for coming in from Knoxville. We look forward to hearing from you before Saturday's game. For L Train, The Claw, and Skinny Drake, I am Drake. Thank you, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
What's going on, Lou?
What are you going to tell?
What's up? We went from Baby Drake to Skinny Drake.
Do what?
Went from Baby Drake to Skinny Drake.
Yeah, Drake changed it to Skinny Drake instead of Baby Drake.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Instagram page up. Saw that.
That's Landon and Skinny Drake.
Cool.